Welcome, everybody. Thank you for passing by. Happy 1,000. We are 1,000 people. Well, 1,050 now. So I'm very happy that you guys have helped me reach this goal. And I just can't wait to keep growing. If you're new here, my name is Jose. I am a youngling in Kendo, if that matters. And yeah, today we're going to talk about Kendo, and I am also going to be making 2 more of these shinais, which I'm going to be giving away 3 of them. So the way I was doing this, if you don't know this, all you have to do to get one, and you still have time, is just subscribe to the channel and just comment, I want a shinai. And yep, that's it. So far what I did is that I wrote down everybody's names that signed up, and I put them into this second. I think I have like about 56 people that wanted a shinai. So what I'm going to do is throughout the stream, I'm gonna just maybe reach in the back, unless somebody has a better idea how we can make it more fun. And yeah, that's the plan. Just choose the winners through random luck. Theo, smooth Super Mario background music. You definitely get into quality content. Yeah, that's right. You definitely getting that quality content, man. I'm learning to making it work, even though I'm still streaming on a Mac. So that sucks. I need to do the change to a PC, I think. I'm thinking about it. It's just, you know, the money and so on. Let me just make sure I popped up the chat here. Pop out the chat so I know when you guys are talking to me as I'm doing stuff. Ukasa, you want the shinai? Okay, your name is definitely here. And Jorge, hello. Thank you for passing by. Thank you guys for passing by to the stream. Your names are here, okay? Everybody's names is here that are registered. And throughout the stream, what we're going to do is we're going to reach out for the bag, just to select the winners. So hopefully that will make it fair for everybody, and we'll keep it. If you have a better way, a more entertaining way, let me know. So yeah, that's the plan. So let me show you something. Let me see if I have this set up here. Where is it? Let me see. Right here. Okay, so if you can see right there, I have all the tools that I'm going to be using. I guess, hold on, I messed up the camera. Give me a second. Let me see. I kind of wanted to do a little one as well. Let me add up another one. Lucky international second. It is the Venezuela second. I think that's the first Venezuelan second I got. I think the last one I have is this one that's in here. So yeah, I'm part of the Venezuelan national team, and yeah, so if you get to be in a competition where Venezuela participates, most likely I'll be there. So please say hi. Let me know you're there. So you know, we can spend some time together, talk about Kendo. Let me add another capture here. Give me 1 second. I hope it's this one. Oh, it is. Okay, so I have this one right here, and then this one is double. So let me just. Sorry guys, I guess Theo, you spoke too soon when it came to that quality content. But here you go. Here are the tools. So as we do this, we make this shinais. Hopefully you'll get to see how I do it. If you have any suggestions, any requests, anything you want me to do special with this shinais, you can let me know. And yeah, that's going to be the goal for today. Making 3 shinais. Ricardo, hello, how's it going? Thank you for passing by. Okay, so yeah, that's the goal, to make the 3 shinais, and then if you are here and you win the shinais, you gotta let me know, so that way we can we can organize and I can ship them to you. Fernando, thank you for passing by. Hello, how's it going? And so yeah, and I have a little bit of more paper so I can add up. I can add up extra names if we need to. But yeah, that's the plan, guys. I know I saw you. I talked to you guys on Sunday, but I kind of want to ask you if you have done anything Kendo related since then. We talked on Sunday about interval training, so I decided to do some yesterday, and I remember why I don't really like interval training. It sucks. It sucks. But it is definitely beneficial. It's very beneficial. Um, and what I did is that I did 5 sets. Yeah, 5 sets of 1 minute each. I think I did I did 40 seconds and then 20-second rest. And I did that 3 times. So yeah, that was fun. And then obviously I did Suburi. I will go for a run on Mondays, but I was like, okay, let me try the interval training for today. And of course today I'm here with you guys, so I don't get to do much exercise today. But supposed to have fun here. Supposed to be good. Oh, I never turned off that extra camera. Where's my feed over here? Hold on. Okay. I have so many things going on my screen. It's kind of crazy. Okay, everything should be fine now. Okay, so let me share a little bit with you. I already made this first shinai. I have some extra shinais over here and some broken pieces. But I kind of just put them together just to save time. Some of the ones that I feel that they fit together and everything should be ready to go. So it shouldn't take too long. I am going to use this one as measurement unless for some reason you guys tell me, oh, maybe I should make a shorter one or a longer one. Well, let me see. Okay. And so yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything along the way, please let me know. I am a little bit concerned because the dog doesn't like the noise of this. So what I'm going to do is that when I'm cutting the shinais, I may mute the microphone just so that way I don't annoy you and he doesn't annoy you as well. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. And I don't know if you have any suggestions of anything you want me to talk about, you have any questions, any Kendo related topics. Today I posted a video that I wasn't kind of too happy with the video per se, because the scene that I chose was kind of like I did like a Kendo point of view on the movie, the Rurouni Kenshin movie, and to be honest, like I didn't really like so much of the Kendo or the swordsmanship shown in the movie, so I wasn't really too happy with the scene per se, even though I love the movie, so don't get me wrong. So yeah, if you've watched it, let me know what you think, and maybe you can give me some suggestions for future movie, maybe perspectives that I can do, or anything in general. Just let me know. And let's pick up a shinai. Okay, so I am going to be making 2 more of these. This handle of the one that I already made, the handle for the one that I already made, it's somewhat thick. It has a good thickness to it. But I was thinking that maybe for the next one I can go for something more like of a regular grip. And if you are here and you win the shinai, let me know which one you prefer. I'll do that for the people that are here on the stream. That way people can, maybe get a little bit of selection. I think that this one is going to be one of the best fitting ones when it comes to how the shinai pieces fit together. And I believe this one. Okay, so I'm going to choose those 2. Yeah, I think those 2 are probably the best ones to choose. Yep, must have. Now let me get a quick marker real quick. Now, uh, I guess I should tell you some of the things that I'm going to be using. Let me see. Let me see. You can probably see. Okay, let me tell a little bit of what I have here. I have this like manual saw that I got from Amazon. Not big deal. It's like I think it was like $60. In the Shinai video, I put the link to it if you would like to see it. Um, I also have this piece of rubber, which is already too old and kind of broken already. But if you didn't know this, these things are amazing, even though this one's too thin to do it. But these things are amazing to take the leather out of the Shinai. If you're having a stubborn Shinai, use just one of these, and this will help you get it out so much easier. I have a couple of, you know, Tsukagawas, just in case you guys would like to, just choose a different one, select a different one. I picked up a couple that had different lengths, so hopefully that's good. I have a file because what I do is that after I cut the top of the Shinai, I file up a little bit, just to smooth out the edges in order to not to not break the leather, the tip for the Shinai. Which, by the way, I also have a couple of leather tips here, and I even have I have a purple tsuru that if somebody says they want it, I'll probably just put it in there. And I have pliers. The main reason why I have pliers is because once you cut the Shinai, a lot of the times, for example, like this one, is not that much, but a lot of times the Shinai tends to get thicker down here, right? So depending where I cut it, you see like here starts getting thicker. So if I try to put the tip back in there, sometimes it gives you a little bit of trouble. So yeah, hopefully I don't have too much trouble with that. What else? Oh, I don't know if you know, you've seen this tool. I got this one from Ibogu, and what it is very much like, it's like sandpaper on a foam block. And this one has like a rough edge, and this one's a little smoother edge. This one's to fix your Shinais. This is the only tool I use to fix my Shinais. I don't use the metal tool anymore. First, because I lost it, and then second, because this is just so much practical and it just works for everything. And anything else that this doesn't work, I think that's time to replace that piece of the Shinai, or the Shinai in general. And this is my other magical tool, and it's a pair of bonsai scissors. And these things are amazing. I would recommend you to have a pair of these because this will cut through pretty much anything you need to cut at the dojo, in Kendo, and in general, like the leather, the tsuru, the elastic on tape, like sports tapes you're gonna tape yourself, all the stuff. These things will cut amazingly. Besides that, I already said it. I have our bag with everybody's names in there. That I guess at some point we can find a way to choose how we're gonna pull the names out. I guess I'll do it here so you guys see all the names being done. So, what do you guys say? Should we start cutting some Shinais? Making some measurements? Does you guys have any questions or anything you'd like me to help you with before I start going? I guess I can start undoing the Shinais. By the way, I'm also gonna send you the Tsuba, okay? So don't worry about the Tsuba as well. I'll send you this, whoever gets it. So let me just start taking this off. And I tend to use, normally I have, there's like this wooden tool, not wooden tool, like a leather working tool that is just like a sharp edge that helps me like take off the strings of the Shinai. But the bonsai scissors work as well. So all I have to do is like really just find the spot and done. Yeah. So yeah. Here we go. You know, I was thinking like, okay, what can I do for a celebration for 1,000 subscriber, right? And I thought about, well, I could do 1,000 suburi, right? But then I thought it's like, well, what's gonna happen when I make it to like 100,000? Then that'll really suck if I make that a tradition. So yeah, I don't know how that will work. So I said, let me just not do 1,000 suburi because I think at some point I'll be. Well, first of all, it wouldn't be interesting for you to watch, for me to do that many suburi, right? At some point, people will get just bored and annoying. Okay. So obviously, I need to take off every piece of the shinai. Now, once I was like taking out all the shinai pieces and all the shinai from the graveyard I have over there, I was thinking it's like maybe I can even do a Nito set because I have the shore shinai. So I was thinking about that. Jorge, you're saying 1,000 Choyaku Suburi in Sonkyo. That will be for 1,000 subscribers. What would I do for 10,000 subscribers? I would end up without knees at that point. I think that's killer, man. That's killer. Anyways, you see how quick, how easy this comes out. Like this one, I mean, it's not like it's tight, right? But it's definitely there. But with this, it's like nothing. And again, this one sucks. If you can just get a piece of rubber that it's like thicker than this it's like so easy. Also, it will be 10,000 Choyaku Suburi in Sonkyo for no, it will be 1,000 Choyaku Suburi in Sonkyo for 10,000 subscribers. Listen, that's a tall order. That's a tall order. First, because I don't know how far we're going to make this, right? But I'm having the goal, and I'm gonna say right here, I'm going to go for 1 million subscribers. There you go. How about that? So how would I make it into 1 million subscribers? What would I do for that? That would be crazy. That would be insane. My goal with this channel is to bring more eyes to Kendo, to bring more people, hopefully to bring more people into Kendo. So yeah, I think if we make it to 1 million, that will be a healthy number that we're gonna have enough people outside of Japan that know about Kendo. So we'll get more people. We'll get more people doing Kendo. I think I said it 2 streams ago that I think it will be amazing one day if someone comes to me and says like, "Hey, I started Kendo because I watched one of your videos" or something like that. I think that would be amazing. So I'm going to save time by just using the other shinai to measure how far I'm going to cut. Don't judge me, okay? Okay. So. Okay. See. Jorge, where are you from? What country are you in? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. Whoa, where do I put the cap for this? Whoa. I'm gonna put this here for now. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just undo both shinais before I cut. So yeah, the goal is to bring more people into Kendo. So that's why I did that video yesterday. I mean, yeah, I guess I did it yesterday, but I posted it today about kind of like Kendo in movies. So, oh, that's okay. Yeah, we talked about it, right, Jorge? That you live in Georgia, or wait, there's someone else that lives in Georgia too. That's from Mexico. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I forgot. I'm sorry we talked about this. I think we talked through Instagram, right? The thing is, like, some people have like different names on Instagram that than they have here, so I get confused. What was I talking about? I have a lot of friends from Mexico. Actually, okay, it's you. Cool, Jorge. Last year when this whole thing started, I guess not last year. No, yeah, 2020. At the beginning of 2020. Oh, Jorge, yeah, I was talking about movies. But at the beginning of 2020, I was in the Arigas camp, and a lot of people from Mexico were there. So that was actually pretty cool, pretty awesome. And okay, talking about movies and Kendo. That's the reason why I kind of wanted to do Kendo in movies and so on, because I want to make sure that people that I started Kendo because of an anime, right? And that people that come in, they kind of start getting a good idea of what to expect when it comes to Kendo, because I liked what I found in Kendo, but I have the friend that actually started with me. He started, but I guess his expectation because of anime and so on wasn't there, so he kind of just just gave up on Kendo. So it's okay if Kendo is not for you, if this is not what you're looking for. I'm happy and glad that people try it, but I will say that a lot of times people just having the bad or the wrong idea of what you're going to get as you go will make you like enjoy it less. Because if I'm expecting to do like backflips with my sword, or have techniques where I can, like, I don't know, light the ground on fire and then throw it at people, and then I see that I don't get to do that, then I'll be like, oh, this is maybe not for me. So this one, it's actually Fernando. I don't know if you're here, but this is one of your Tsukagawas. I think this is one of the shinais that we made a while back together, and like, I guess one of them broke. So yeah. Okay, this one is going to be tough. It's been a minute, but it's out. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to find Tsuka. Okay, for everybody that's here, if you don't know this, if you have a Tsuka that is like this, that's a little bit loose, not too much. If it's a little bit loose, what you can do is you can get it wet when it's on, and then the leather will, like, wrap better into it. But this one's too big, so I'm not gonna do it with this one. Kind of want to find one that will be good. Now this one's too thin. This one. Ukasa, where are you from? What country are you in? Let's see. This one might be a little bit too tight, but I can probably make this one. I don't know. I don't think so. Not this one. Let's see. Okay. This one is also kind of rough. Nope. I need to find a better one for this one. Which one am I gonna get? Let me see. Because I could do that, or I can just get another set of or no, maybe you can just do it with this one and then figure it out later. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there so that way I can figure it out later. Oh, Okasa, you're from Indonesia. That's cool. Have you guys started doing kendo? In person over there. Here in Miami, where like we started, but it's very small right now. We're doing it like very small. It's a very few group, very small group, and we're expecting that as more people start getting vaccinated, we're gonna have less restrictions and people being more confident to come out and practice. So yeah, that's the goal. Okay, let me see how this one fits. This one fits well. I wonder if one of those, because this one's pretty thick. Or you know what? Maybe. Hold on. I feel like. I feel like this one is very thick already. Hmm. I'll try this one. I'll try this one. Francis, thank you for passing by. Um, you saw me from Reddit. It's crazy to see me live. Thank you, and thank you for the congratulations on the 1,000 subs. Man, thank you very much for passing by. Yeah, I'm still learning how to go about with Reddit. I think it's very interesting. The community there, I really like how there's no I haven't seen like trolling in that community, so that's why I've been happy with it. Some of the communities that I joined back in the past, there was like a lot of like misinformation and so on. So, but I feel like there it's people are being pretty serious. I think it's being very well moderated. So yeah, but I'm still learning Reddit. Like I still haven't figured out. Like I got an award the other day that somebody sent me, and I need to figure out, like maybe how to say thank you and so on. But yeah, I'm still learning. But thank you very much for passing by. If you, I don't know if you, I don't think you signed up for a free night, but what I'm doing right now is I'm building two, because I already have one built, that I'm going to be giving away to people that want one and subscribe to the channel. So, and just so you know, on Sundays I do live streams at 3:30 p.m. and we talk about Kendo, watch some Kendo videos, and do stuff like that. So if you enjoy that, we're welcome to pass by. Okay, and this one, I don't know how, but look at how like broken it is. I feel like I want to just cut it because this is so old and it's like so wrinkly. And guys, remember, I moved to this place a few months back, so some of this stuff has like probably years that I haven't seen. So what I'm gonna do, this is broken, so I'm just gonna cut it here just to make it easier on myself. And I guess I should be using the bonsai scissors. Yeah, I don't want to cut myself, huh? Let me make sure I don't cut myself, because it will also get recorded if I stab myself. Okay. So this is like sticky. This is crazy. And I know that this is not, this shinai didn't come like this because there's 3 pieces of the same shinai, of the same style shinai that is different shinais. So I guess this thing has been here for so long that like the humidity here in Florida, it's crazy. So I'm thinking that maybe doing all of the winners at once may not be as entertaining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to space it out. So I guess I'll choose one of the winners right before I start cutting. So I'll do this. And let me try this one. Hold on. No, it was this one, right? Yeah. So yeah, this one fits better for this. Okay. Awesome. So I'm very interested because right now I've been seeing some different names that I see normally on Sundays. So I wonder if I should start maybe doing streams during the week as well, like at different times. So that way some other people get to participate and get to, like talk in the streams and sharing the streams together. Just let me know what you think about that. Anyway, so I think it's probably time to select the first winner. I'm going to do, so I'm going to reach over in the bag, making sure that I do it. Okay, and let's see. First winner. Okay, the winner is the username Crude Sword. Okay, hold on. There you go, right there. So, I don't know if you're here. If you're here, please let me know. I am gonna put you right here. If you're not, I'll contact him or her later at some point to let him know that he won the first Shinai. Okay, which one I wanted to cut? I wanted to cut this one. This one first. Okay, guys, I'm going to put you, and ladies, I'm going to put you in a mute for the sound, but you'll get to see me do all these mistakes and so on. I do not have the most confidence on this tool. I'm not gonna lie. This tool is definitely not my best friend. So if you're better at working with tools, don't make fun of me, but I do appreciate suggestions. Anyways, I'm gonna mute you so that way, actually let me see how the dog reacts. You guys wanna see? He made a mess over there. I think he's angry. Yeah, okay, so he may not be too happy. It's okay, it's okay. It's fine. You won't be alone, okay? I'm gonna mute you guys so that way you don't get to hear this whole like drilling on your ear. So Francis, I am in the Venezuelan team. I am not living in New York. I'm in Miami right now. I did spend a lot of time in New York, especially when I was training for the World Championship, the Tokyo one. That because the coach was there when we were training, so three of us took the trip over there, and we spent I think it's like I don't remember if it was like a week or 2 weeks, but yeah, I am in the Venezuelan team, but I'm not in New York. I'm in Miami right now. What country you in? Wait. Did you answer that earlier? Oh no, you haven't. Yeah. What country? What country you in? You in U.S.? I want to say this tool right here. It's a little bit scary because I don't know if you ever practice, like, if you ever done like kirikashi, where the shinai is rubbed and there's like a little bit of smell of like smoke. So I'm getting a lot of that now with this tool. So I'm like, oh my god, I hope there's no, uh, like the fire alarm doesn't go off. Um, you were in the U.S., but you moved to Korea for work. Are you guys well, no, you guys are practicing Korea because I've seen a lot of practices, a lot of people practicing in Korea. What are the travel restrictions for Korea, by the way? Is there any? Could I go in times like these? I would love to. I would love to go practice kendo somewhere else because, just to get that experience. I love traveling and practicing with new people, so that would be awesome. I have to say that this tool, although it's like not the best, one thing that it has been really good for me is that to make this little the indentation here for the shinai, like the metal piece that goes there. This thing is perfect for that, but that's about it because it's not really good at cutting through because of the shape of the handle. Francis, you have many troubles there, but one thing that is in your mind is that you doing Sonkyo and Keiko on your first day of practice, and everyone looked at you weird. Oh yeah, I know that they don't do Sonkyo, and well that and also that they have different names, right, for men, do, kote. So I guess that's also an adjusting, period because I practiced in Korean dojos before, and I guess the Sonkyo part, it's easy to like to catch on. You probably I did it too, like like the first time, but then learning the names and all this stuff is like I felt awkward because like they were saying, okay, we're going to do men, but I didn't know it was men, so I just had to like wait one repetition so I knew what was it that we were doing. But because whatever country you go, if you practice kendo, if they say men, it's men, right? But I guess not in Korea. But wait, did you say anything else? Okay, no, you said that. How again, like how like are there any travel restrictions when it comes to people traveling from the U.S. to Korea? Yeah, sure. I was asking if there's any travel restrictions to go practice in Korea. I mean, to not to go practice, to go travel to Korea from the U.S. How are they handling that? And Jorge, you're saying that for movies, your recommendation is The Sword of Doom. Okay, you're the second one that recommends me that one too. It has an, but now you're being more specific. It has an ambush scene that is awesome, and also it has some dojo practice scenes that are cool, and some interesting Suki practice. Okay, cool. I'll definitely check it out. I don't think I have seen that one, so yeah, I'll definitely want to check that one out. I will. The next video, I'm thinking that the next video that I want to put out, okay, I have one that I'm going to just take out from one of my previous streams that if you weren't there, uh, Tobias shared with us that the Croatian team found out this like wooden tiles that they're using to practice outdoors. So they're portable wooden tiles. So I'm just gonna, like take apart the stream and kind of share it so people get to know about that because I think it's a great practice. I made the calculations and uh, I think probably with like $500 worth of it, you can have enough space for maybe like two people, two groups of practice, so four people to practice. So I think if you get that with a couple friends, you can probably like set up at the park and get some practice. And I personally think it's amazing for presentations. Like if you're gonna do a Kendo presentation at a school or something, and they don't have the right floor, you can bring that with you and then just put it out there, and be able to do the presentation, no problem. Francis, so you say that so far, due to obvious reasons, you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks in the facility for safety measures. After 2 weeks, you're basically free to go around the whole country if you're wearing a mask. Nice, 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 nice. That's a problem, man. It's like I've been wanting to take a trip. Now, and because I think like they're requesting a lot of like testing to go travel. So that means that people are kind of taking care of themselves as they're gonna go get into a plane, and there's 48 hours testing and blah blah blah. So I think now travel is getting a little bit more accessible. So, but then everywhere you go, you have to spend, you know, 14 days. There's a couple places that I seen it was like 21 days. So yeah, it's crazy. Obviously, the trip wouldn't happen now, but I had to plan it, and that's something that I kind of been in my mind. If not, I guess we'll have to do a trip here within the U.S. That'll be fun too. I really want to get to those 4,000 view hours here in YouTube, so that way I can probably stream some of that. So I think a lot of people will enjoy that, and some dojos. I have a lot of friends in a lot of dojos, so they'll probably let me do streams at dojos and stuff like that. But yeah, but I need to get the hours so that way I can stream from my phone because I wouldn't be able to bring all this and stream. I we were having a nice conversation in the Discord earlier today, a couple of us. So we're talking about baiting people into attacking. What are your point of views when it comes to baiting people into attacking? When it comes to seme, if you can share that with us, that would be awesome. And by the way, you can click the link above and you can join the Discord. That way, you can be up to date with all the crazy conversations we might have in there. Um, Francis, in terms of Kendo, a lot of people say Kendo and Korean Kendo are different, but from your experience there, The difference more like going to one dojo to another, styles being different from sensei. From sensei to sensei. Not all sensei teach how to hit men the same, and yeah, that's right. And there's a slight variation from sensei. So I haven't had, I personally haven't had that much experience training Korean Kendo. Let's just call it Korean Kendo, right? Or Kumdo. I haven't had that much experience training there, like to learn like the mentality and to learn, like the approach. And for what my friends have told me, that's one of the biggest difference. Kind of how they approach, for example, like the concept of seme and all those little details like that. That makes a difference from Kendo in Japan. Further research is needed. I can neither confirm nor deny this information. But yeah, so like that's what I heard so far. I would like to go spend some time in Korea and actually practice and get to understand how they see it, because one reason what I think that Korea has been able to be so successful in Kendo is because they have made their own Kendo, right? They have made Kendo their own. So they're not trying to just kind of what's the proper word so I don't get it taken out of context. So I think they have adapted Kendo to their own body style, their own mentality and so on. And I think that's kind of like, when you make it personal for yourself, when you find your Kendo, just to say like that, I think you kind of start moving on forward. For example, like one person that I admire a lot of his Kendo, because I feel like his Kendo is unique to him. It's Grievous Sensei. I don't know if you guys know Grievous Sensei, but if you see the way that he performed, like at the World Championships and tournaments and videos, you see like he has his own flavor. Yeah, I guess that would be the right word. His own flavor into his Kendo, and that's I think what made it for him to be successful. And I feel like Korean Kendo, they have done that for themselves. So I have a lot of appreciation for that, that mentality. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This is something that an observation for myself, but I would like to go train there and spend some time to learn the, let's say, like the ideology when it comes to Kendo in Korea. But obviously, Francis, you have a lot more to say about that, just because you are there. So yeah, I value that, and I can understand what you're saying, because even in Japan, when you go to different regions in Japan, they teach how to strike men differently. That's even kamae, even the approach of kamae is like different from. So I can see that. I would like to explore that more. That's what I'm saying, I guess. So, Francis, you're saying that that's what you were mentioning. Even in Japan, is different from regions, and that applies to Korea also. Okay, cool. However, you're not also wrong about Korea's unique style in the past, since they developed. Um, Korea's unique style in the past, like the way they done. Listen, wait, yeah, like hold on. I kind of got myself lost in that. Their own Kendo after 19. Okay, cool. You have a follow up comment. Their own Kendo after 19. They developed their own Kendo after 1950 when the Korean government blocked everything that was coming from Japan until the late 80s. Oh, cool. I mean, like, I mean, not cool that they blocked that, but I didn't know that. That's actually a very interesting historical fact. I had no idea about that. But that is also very interesting because I know like the growth of a martial art can be very, very difficult when you don't have like, the source. And a lot of times it can be open to misinterpretation. So actually, like the results, I think they're pretty good. I think they're pretty nice. Jorge, for luring your partner to attack works great against lower grade Kenshi, almost impossible against senseis. Agreed, and that's one of the things that that was the point I was mentioning for myself that um, I feel that like the dating, it's it's good against the I have a friend that calls them the uninitiated, right? But obviously at some point it kind of doesn't really work with people with experience. Even if it works, a lot of times someone with experience will have like a follow-up attack and you still get caught. And I think that the problem with having like that type of mentality, it kind of makes you used to just wait instead of taking action. It kind of just makes you kind of like flat-footed. I don't know what the right word would be to explain that, especially as I'm thinking about this, but yeah, that's a topic I kind of want to explore more with you guys, and I kind of want to explore it more in a video as well. But yeah, that'll be that's I think that's a very big important topic because I feel as beginners go through through the ropes, there's a time when beginners start realizing that baiting and trickery can get them an ippon, but I think it's hard to get them to get over that where it comes to you shouldn't do that because they're getting the feedback that they're being successful, but then they're not seeing how they can hurt their kendo in the long run. And Jorge Senses always knows what you're trying to do. A lot of people debate this, that we don't have the force in Kendo. I think we have the force, man. I think definitely we can have this force. I think a big part of that's called semi. But again, I don't know. I don't know how to use the force yet, so I can't really talk much about it. But I think there's more than one reason why lightsabers fights got inspired from Kendo, huh? That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Oh, let me mute this so that way I don't blast your ear. Okay, let me catch up. Jorge, you said that yeah, because you're just waiting for a reaction or an attack, and well, you get stuck because you lose the initiative. Yeah, I mean, you start when you're being reactive, you're not really putting pressure on your opponent. You're just you're just waiting. So, and I think you shouldn't do that. And Francis, do you see fakery as a part of seme? No, no. And again, I guess we'll have to define fakery just to kind of like be straightforward. But I think the short answer is no. I always, guys, if I'm talking, if you see my mouth moving and there's no sound, please just say unmute your phone. I mean, your phone, your microphone. I keep turning just to make sure that I was not on mute. I'm a little bit like, like paranoid. I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna say something important, something cool, and then nobody's gonna hear it because I'm on mute. Jorge, then you get or stick just standing up or shaking and pushing with your shinai, where I'm guessing you said shinai, while your opponent just looks at you like, and then yeah, like when you start doing like all those crazy movement trying to get a reaction, and like a lot of times maybe you can feel that you're threatening the opponent, right? You're gonna cause a reaction, but maybe you're too far, you don't really know the mechanics, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of times you see this with beginners, right? And I remember there was a time where like I had somebody, I'm not gonna say it was like a beginner, but it was like there more or less, and I started doing like, like just circle motions on the shinai, and I'm like, okay, all right, then that was it. I guess like he didn't. I guess he expected me to like, I don't know, get scared or something, but nothing happened, and then I hit something. So Francis, you're saying usually when somebody takes a defensive stance, you will usually lure them into attacking you. Uh, Actually, there is a very interesting, I think I shared it on the Discord. There's a very interesting article from the Kendo World magazine that from Chiba Sensei talking about different types of Kenshi and how to fight against them. So what you're saying, Francis, it kind of reminds me of fighting someone that just doesn't attack. It's like either waiting or kind of like. But yeah, so I see what you're saying. If they don't react at all, just mess with their timing. So how do you mess with people's timing if they're not attacking though? Yeah, like fill me in, please. Normally when I have somebody that's not really attacking, I try to overwhelm them with controlling their sword and then going for like men. Just because like I feel like at that point they kind of start getting like like raising their arms, kind of get that type of reaction. So then I can maybe see an opening. If they don't cover, I can go for the man. I shouldn't say hit the man. I try to control the sword and then send it towards the man or pressure the man for them to try to block and cause a reaction. If they react, I can take the ippon, and if they don't go up, I can take the man. Or at least that's the plan. That's the mentality. I try not to just hold back and then just being stopped there. Jorge, you said what you need to communicate with your opponent. It's one of the most what you need to communicate with your opponent. It is one of the most important things for higher grade holders. And you know what? I think overall we should practice communication with our partner, because we're not just there standing. There's once they say hajime, keiko, shiai, shinsa, you are there, and every motion should have a purpose. I think that's my goal, at least. And I do see a lot of times where people kind of just are there, just kind of like waiting or seeing. So the communication is not there. Even one person may be trying to, you know, see the pressure in the center and so on. Then the other person is just like flat and there's no communication. So I feel like at the very least, even if you get hit when you're practicing and so on, you should communicate and try to figure out what's happening with your opponent and, you know, and communicate and not just stand there. Jorge, for you, it's really difficult to try to understand what your partner wants to do and what you're going to do. I mean, well, that's the struggle for everybody, man. Like we're really, I think at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to learn, right? Yeah, don't feel discouraged because I think that takes a lot of experience and a lot of training. I think that if you start learning vocabulary and you start, and when I say vocabulary, it's like, you know, different ways of approaching your opponent. Once you start experimenting with a few ways with different people, so few approaches, many different people, you start understanding how those motions affect them and what different type of reaction different people are going to have to those, and then you can start building up your communication like that. At least that was the advice that I got from a friend of mine that, you know, a few years back. And at the end of the day, it's just understanding your vocabulary, like building up into the things that you are able to do and how you can do them with different people. Then you're gonna start seeing the patterns. And I think it was a video that I saw from a Hachidan sensei that, like, at the end of the day, it becomes you understanding the patterns. Francis, you say that you would either no seme, okay, you would use either no seme, just throwing yourself for a strike. This is effective against people who are solely doing counter wasa. So wait, but if they're doing just counter wasa, then they can counter you if you just come in, right? Or two, give a split-second pause when you're about to strike. So, okay, I guess I should have read the whole thing. So what you're saying is maybe like just changing the timing. So the same attack, depending on the person, you will do different timing. Is that what you're trying to say? Just want to make sure I understand what you know, we're on the same page. Okay, yeah. So like, you said it's more complicated than this. I know it is. Yeah, I get you. But you hope I get the idea. So yeah, tell me if I got the idea. If that's what you're getting at, because it's very interesting. Oh, there's a 200 word limit. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I wonder if I can change that. No, it doesn't. Oh wait, I can toggle timestamps. Wait, what does that do? So they didn't do anything, right? Oh, okay. It just shows at what time people send the message. That means nothing. Sorry guys. I will look into it to see if I can remove that, because I can understand how annoying that could be. By the way, I've seen the numbers kind of go up and down sometimes. I just want to remind everybody what I'm doing here is we're celebrating 1,000 subscribers. I will be sending 3 shinais to 3 different people that I'm making right now. I'm making the last 2 because I have the first one already made. All you have to do is just be subscribed to the channel and just message that you want the shinai if you haven't done it already. And yeah, so that's the scoop for today. Normally, this is not my regular streaming day. My regular streaming day is on Sundays, and today is just a special day. I'm doing something different, so I kind of didn't want to take the time away from Sundays, but I do regular Kendo talks and Kendo video watching on Sundays. You're welcome to pass by. If you guys would like me to do a different day, let me know, and I can probably add it in, and we can take it from there. So far, the Sundays have been really fun. I'm very happy that I'm seeing a lot of different people. I think it's because most of the people that I see on Sunday are from Europe, and it's kind of already, I know Jan, for example, that he's one of the moderators. Well, he's the only moderator besides me. He's sleeping right now, but I think a lot of or a few of people that pass by on Sundays are in Europe, and that's why you guys are not being able to see them right now. Francis, you don't think that there's a way you're trying to keep people from spamming? Oh, it's trying to keep people from spamming odd emojis, I guess. So I don't know, and I guess like again, I'm fairly new to this whole streaming situation. I'm trying to figure out how to evolve it and how to implement more Kendo and fun stuff here. Um, I I know I can toggle a mode where people cannot do like message in a row, but I don't know. Actually, maybe I can probably see stream settings. Let me see here real quick. Oh, I can put closed captions. I wonder what. Okay, I cannot do it anymore because I have to do it before I start the stream. Oh, okay, so no, I cannot do closed caption in this type of streams. No, yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up though. I'll look it up, and I'll make sure that I'll have that set up because I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. Again, I'm pretty new with this whole thing. Okay, Jorge. So you said or do big men so the timing for their Ojiwasa gets messed up. Actually, that is something that I think I got reinforced while I was in Japan. That Keiko, Shiai, Shinsa, it doesn't have to be all small wasa. Big wasa, especially done correctly, play a big part on very amazing ippons. So yeah, I would say yeah, that definitely worked. Francis, you watch a lot of WEC stuff. There's a 200 limit there, plus a time limit for each matches we send. So a lot of people are pretty quiet until a card crashes. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so I know I can. I think that's called slow mode. I can set that up here where people cannot spam, right? But I'll figure out. I mean, like, it's not like it costs me anything. I'll figure out after a stream to make sure that if it is possible, I would unlock it. I'll unlock it. So yeah. Okay, let me mute you guys real quick so I can keep cutting. Shen, you think that using big men to mess up Ojiwasa timing only works against people who doesn't do tame right after seme? Okay, so now you're using my words against me, huh? We were just talking about that, right? In the Discord about tame. This is the thing. When done correctly, big waza, when you do big waza correctly, it can be very tricky because a lot of people overcompensate for a counter or for a deflection or a block, or they think that you're going to do something else, which is another thing. When you do big wasa, you can always also change the direction if you're doing it right. So I'm actually going to refer you again to Teramoto Sensei. I think Teramoto Sensei, it's amazing at that too. He can put his sword up here, but you don't know where that thing is going to land down there. So yeah, I mean, like, again, it's years of practice. And you have to have, I'm gonna say this, physically, you have to have good support with your feet. You have to have good support with your back and your core in order to be able to be successful at doing big waza during Keiko, Shiai, or Shinza. Maybe not Shinza because I feel like, especially depending on the level. So do not take me out of context. But I think in Shinza, uh, depending on the level, you can do big waza without having those elements. Not necessarily that's going to look good or be good, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to do it like at a higher level, you have to have those elements. Francis, to emphasize about your go strike without seme, just wait until when the opponent loses their focus for a split second. When you go at that time, their waza will be slow also since they aren't prepared. Yeah, so you're pretty much, so you're doing shikake waza, right? You're putting the pressure, and then in that moment when they lose their focus, you're ready. You pounce, right? But I think, and again, like, I feel like maybe seme, it's a higher, there's a lot of variants, a lot of things that we don't understand that are going above our head. But maybe you already did seme if you got them to kind of lose their focus. Maybe. But I understand what you're saying. I totally understand. You're like, you're putting the pressure, you're being proactive for the motion, right? And where, if I'm getting correctly, where you said that with earlier is that at some point you also do the other way where you would kind of hold for a moment, for a split a moment, in order to go when the opening gets presented, right? Kind of like you get them to maybe like, go back, defend, be nervous, and so on, and you go in and take the opportunity. I like it because I think all these conversations that we have been having are related to each other. And I guess you cannot see my hand as I move that way because there's a square right here. But if it gets annoying, let me know. I'll just take off the square. Guys, I only have one last bar to cut. I'm so happy. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the second winner after I cut the last one. And then the third one's going to be when everything, it's all put together. Kevin, welcome to the chat. Thank you for passing by. Why do so many Kendoka have long hair and have their hair tied? You see it more with Kendokas outside of Japan. Yeah, you will not see it in Japan. I can tell you, you will not see it in Japan. I have it tied up. I guess I'll answer a lot of those questions. I have it tied up because my hair will get so poofy. I mean, like, it will be like, I don't know, like you've seen the cartoons when like somebody hits like the electric outlet, like, like that's my hair if I let it go right now, especially in the humidity here in Florida. When I do Kendo, normally I will let it go. And then I'll put my tenogui over it. And but what happens, especially here now, because of humidity, like, and my hair's so long because I haven't cut it since last year. It can get stuck under the himo, so now I'm like tying it down lower when I'm doing keiko or when I'm gonna put my men on, just to avoid it catching my hair because it's not a pleasant view. I'm going to say in Japan you will not find long hair people. As a matter of fact, I get a lot of heat just for having long hair, and when I was in Japan, I think it was like like also a lot. I don't know. I had it. I let it grow a while back, and I just haven't really cut it low, like, short for a while. I don't know. At this point, it's like I've been thinking of cutting it, especially because, when you practice it, it gets super hot. When I went to Japan last time, it was obviously not this long. It was way shorter, but still, still long, where I could put it in a ponytail, barely though. So yeah, it depends. I guess it depends. But I don't know that many other people that have long hair. I guess there's one more person in my dojo. There's two people in my dojo that have it. Okay, I can take it back. Yeah, I do know a few people that have long hair. I'll shut up. If you haven't noticed, the reason why I cut this so awkwardly is because I am left-handed, and I don't think this thing is made for left-handed people. So I am nervous of letting it go and cutting myself with that. But we're done. We're done cutting, guys. At least like the general height. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Kevin, so I'm gonna ask you a question. If since you say that you practice in Japan, and if anybody that practices in Japan, you're listening, tell me what do you think about this? So I remember when I was going to the university clubs and like even at the Osaka police, like different spots where I was going, somebody would come and tell me, oh, this is what we're doing for practice today, right? But they will say today's menu is this, right? Did they whenever you guys practiced in Japan, did anybody hear that? Like being referred as like the menu, Kendo menu, or like practice menu. I'm curious. Okay, so let me just put this back in here. Yeah. So Kevin, yeah, like I'm saying like because you mentioned you practiced in Japan, you practiced. Sorry, I have an accent, so sometimes my English fails me. But so yeah, did you hear that ever? Whenever you went into a practice? Still a little bit. Oh, did I not? Oops. Oh, okay. You only practiced in US. So I was just curious because I noticed that when I was in Japan that they especially in the schools, they will have one student come in and just kind of like I even remember like one time like a student actually wrote it and gave it to me in written paper, right? And said like, oh, this is today's practice menu, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. But I was thinking because I was watching some old like videos when I was there and stuff from some of the university trainings, and I'm like, why do they call it menu? You don't get to pick what you want from there. If the menu says kakarigeko, you're doing kakarigeko. So, but that's one of the things that I really enjoyed from practicing in Japan is that it is so. Listen, guys, our time in the dojo is very limited. We go there. We probably have like about an hour and a half, 2 hours, an hour, depending on your dojo. And, we work. We sometimes, some people get to practice 1 time, 2 times a week, 3 times if you're lucky, 4 if you're super lucky. But our time in the dojo is very limited. So I think having a structure and being able to go from one to the next and always making the most of it is very important. And that's one of the things while I was in Japan that I really learned, and I really learned to appreciate that when you're in practice, you go in, you do what you need to do, and you go from one to the next one. Having that pattern already established, I think, makes it so much better for your learning experience when you practice like that. But it's still funny that they call it menu when they said that, because you don't get to pick, you just do. Oh, Francis, so you're saying that you guess that the census chooses the menu for you. I guess so, right? Like just like when your parents choose the food that you're going to eat at a restaurant. When I was little, that was one of my big pet peeves, when I would go to a restaurant and the waiter or the waitress wouldn't give me the menu for me. I was like, I know how to read. I can choose my food. I don't know. That always grind my gears. I will even tell the waiters I want one too. Anyways, guys, anybody has any idea what to do with these things? Let me take this out for a second, just so that way we can have a conversation. Anybody knows what to do with these things? I don't know if I can make a dough. I'm definitely not gonna make a dough. I was joking, okay? But I don't know. It could definitely be a tool that I can do, for, when we're talking about Kendo, because as you guys know, I have my little shinai, but I only have one. So, and I have the chopsticks, but some people don't like it when I use one shinai, one chopstick. And if I wear something dark and I'm using 2 chopsticks, then Jan complains. So, yeah. And actually, what's funny? I'm going to say what's funny. If somebody's here from my regular stream, you will probably find this funny. But my camera doesn't plug. I was told that I can find something to plug the camera as a stream, right? But as it is right now, my camera doesn't plug while it's on. So I have to change the battery, and Jan always gives me beef, telling me that I didn't charge my battery. And actually this one, I didn't charge it because this battery doesn't have battery. Sorry, hold on. I have 4 batteries, so. Kevin, tanto practice. What is tanto practice? Sorry, excuse my ignorance. Okay, it should be fine now. Okay, perfect. Okay. No, give me a second. Okay, so. As I said, guys, after I cut this. Oh wait, tanto practice. Does it have to do with what I said about the little shinais, the little pieces of bamboo? What do you mean by tanto practice? What should I do with these things? If anybody has an idea, please let me know. But I said this after I was done cutting, I would choose another winner. So if you're not here, if you join the stream later and the first winner was Crude Sword, which I'll contact later. That was the first winner. So now we're going to select the second winner. Okay. Just ruffling things around in there just to make sure that. Okay, I got 2 in there, so I'm just going to. I have one like. Okay. Ricardo Figueroa. It's the winner. The second winner. I'm actually kind of sad because I want ladies to win because I feel like we need more ladies doing kendo. So I'm kind of sad. I don't know if Crude Sword it's a lady, but definitely Ricardo it's a gentleman. So yeah, this is something I wish I hope a lady. Maybe for the last one, I should just pick up a bunch of ladies and just choose one lady winner. What do you guys think? Theo, make a little shinai from the small pieces. This way you can demonstrate things without the chopsticks. Jan will sure be happy watching the streams recording. True. I just don't know how I can make. I guess I can. I don't have the little leather pieces though. I can maybe make like, I grab a piece of leather and put it so just to mark it, but yeah. Let me catch up with some of the Japón Gara. Felicidades, gracias por pasar por aquí, hermano. No te tengo olvidado, no creas que te tengo olvidado con las clases de Venezuela, pero no hemos hecho mucho por las situaciones de internet y cosas de Venezuela. Pero estamos reactivando ahora con Freddy, el presidente de la federación. Así que espero que ya pronto tengamos más auge. Así que únete al Discord. Únete al Discord si puedes. Y bueno, de ahí le damos. Kevin, yeah, the small knife that samurai wears is called tanto. Okay, yeah, but I didn't understand what tanto practice meant, but I get it now. Jorge, felicidades. Yeah, okay, you're congratulating Ricardo. Is Ricardo here, by anyways? Let me know if Ricardo's here. Let me know. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let's give him a second. See if he's here. Guys, I'm thinking, I'm guessing that we don't have that many dojo instructors in here, right? Like, as in, like, responsible to going back to practice, because I want to ask somebody to be kind of like a guest speaker to kind of share with us some of the things to kind of get back into the practices, the practice schedules, and so on. So I was thinking having that person kind of share what he's doing to just kind of promote the return of his dojo, the return of people. That sounds like a movie. The return of the dojo. The people to kind of start into practice, but maybe it'd also be good for him to share what to do for us, what to do in order to start practice, to actually feel good when we go practice. Alex, so ¿inglés o español? ¿Te puedo hablar en inglés o necesitas que hable en español? Déjame saber. Y yo creo que Jorge está pidiendo que entres al Discord del canal de aquí de Kendo Tips, y de la forma que lo haces es darle clip al mensaje que está arriba, si te quieres unir. Y el otro, el de las prácticas de Venezuela, si te lo puedo pasar por Facebook después, sería excelente, porque obviamente estoy en esto. Pero el Discord de aquí de Kendo Tips está arriba, y tenemos una sección en español también en el Discord. Pero déjame saber si necesitas que hable en español o puedo hablar también en inglés. Siempre se me cuela la gente en inglés. Okay, guys. So, guys, tell me, would you want me to try to pull out some of the lady names from the name bag and give the last Shinai to a lady? It'll probably be hard to because there's some names that I'm not sure. Well, maybe you guys can help me figure out, but I want to I do want to promote more ladies doing kendo, and I'm gonna tell you this. I really believe that the growth that can be achieved in women's kendo, it's way bigger right now than men kendo, because I feel that we have that much that what, oh my god, sorry, my English is failing me. We have many more practitioners in the male side that we have achieved a lot more. So because we have a smaller pool from the ladies, we haven't really seen so much of the development that can come up. So I really one of my goals, obviously, I want to bring more people to kendo, but I would like kendo to grow, as in I would like to kendo to be stronger and better. And I think involving involving ladies more will help that happen, because I think there's more growth to be done. I really hope nobody takes anything I say out of context, because I'm really trying to be nice. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. So, but I really do hope that we can grow together. Francis, you don't mind? You're not in the roster anyways. Oh, okay, Francis. Okay. Oh, about the you could be. You said that you want to Shinai, and I cannot you in. But we have one more go, which will be the last one. So we'll decide along the way to see if we should make it ladies only at the end. So here's the part where I'm going to make a mess in my house, because I didn't prepare a bucket or anything. So I'll try to do this. Okay, so I already cut, and because I told you I'm left-handed, it's really hard for me to cut with this thing. So this thing comes out all crooked, right? So I will use a file to help me even it out. I probably should mute you for this too. Oh, Francis, yeah, because you're Indonesia. I mean, well, I said I was going to send 3 Shinais wherever. I don't know where these people are. I'm just saying. But listen, I did ask for people too. I did ask for people that only join in if they could use it. If because again, I want to do this to help also Kendo, not just because I just want to give away free Shinai. So that was one of the things. If you could use it, if you need it, because your ceilings are low, you can let me know and I'll put you in. Theo, okay, your attitude towards promoting ladies in Kendo is nice, but filtering out names would mean making a lot of assumptions of people genders from YouTubers usernames. Since that's what I was saying. Listen, okay, hopefully I don't get taken out as a oh my god, now we're bringing it to this whole thing. Okay, I see what you are saying, and thank you for bringing that up. I know you're looking out, for you're looking. What's the word? What's the expression? You're looking for my back. No, you got my back. There you go. I know you got my back. So thank you for saying that, because it is true, and that's what I was saying. It will be a mess to make that happen. Maybe. How about this? Maybe we can make a goal. Maybe I can make a goal for the channel, and once it hits that goal, I can make a thing just for ladies Kendo. Maybe. Okay, Francis, whenever someone asks you about how people could have more women in Kendo, I tell them it's basic. Vicious, virtuous cycle. If there's more women in the dojo, more women will come in. Yes, I agree, and I think honestly, I think it starts with kids. I think if you bring kids, you know, boy or girls, they're friends. They come in, and if you make it fun for them, if you make it where they're making friends, they're having fun, they're getting something back, they're enjoying it, and they don't see it as like as a chore or anything like that. And with time, like that will end up being the ideal scenario, right? That's I think that's the thing. Kids, maybe that should be the goal that I need to do. I need to do something for kids, is to get more kids motivated into Kendo. I need to figure that one out. But my channel is not a kids channel, so maybe I should do like for parents for their kids. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Thank you for the ideas. Thank you for the ideas. Okay, so it's decided. Unless somebody comes with a better argument, we're going to leave the bag as it is. We're not gonna take the guys out. We're gonna keep everybody in there. And again, I should mute you for this. More connection and people to talk with. The dojo you are in right now have woman sensei, and a lot of women comes into the dojo because of her. And also there's a lot of other high level kendokas. Yeah, and it is a cycle. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing to consider. I think the kids is definitely, and Kevin, you're saying maybe young teenagers. Yeah, those two, especially if they have little brothers, they can bring them into the dojo. Again, I'm talking also in generals. I'm talking about making it where it's not. I'm not talking about like making it where like I want them to come to the channel. No, I want them to get into Kendo. That's what I want people to do. And even if they don't stay on it, I would like for people to know what Kendo is, and then more people get interested and join in. That's my goal. And by this point now, the tea is cold. Who are women also, and it definitely seemed to help to promote Kendo. Okay, I know the 200 character limit. Sorry, I need to read the previous comment. There are a lot of higher level kendokas who are women also, and is in your dojo. Let me just complete that sentence. And it definitely seems to help to promote Kendo for the woman population. On the other hand, your friend is in a dojo where the majority of people are men and all senseis. You did hear that woman tournament for his dojo is like 2 to 3 months. Kids and teens also help, but you heard from your sensei that it's the best to keep it by themselves since they can get hurt from adults. Yeah, and I'm like, again, obviously every dojo would have to adapt their they'll have to adapt their classes and their schedule to involve kids. So yeah, it's definitely something to think about, and maybe that's something that I can bring someone to talk about that topic. Kevin, how do you approach teaching beginners? First, I need to ask what age. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get a snack for this dude because he's looking at me like he wants something to eat. Give me a second. Morning. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, he definitely wanted something to snack on. Okay, so Kevin, just to give you the short and general answer, how do I approach teaching beginners? First, I talk to them and I find out what got them into the dojo, like what interests them, right? And try to first meet their expectations and let them know where their expectations cannot be met. For example, like I just posted that video where I said that I started Kendo because of Rurouni Kenshin. And, you know I had some expectations of some things that, some type of cuts and moves that look cool and whatever. But, that's not necessarily what we do in Kendo. So I try to kind of like make sure that let them know that there's some things that they can get. There's some things that they might have to compromise on, but overall find out what it's fun for them, what keeps them, you know, curious about Kendo. So you say maybe for like 14-year-old teenagers, exactly what I said. I find out what do they come into the dojo for, and then through that, and I'm big disclaimer, guys. I went to school for music therapy. Before that, I was a guitar teacher and I taught kids. So I feel very lucky when it comes to that experience on how to approach education on that way, making it interesting and fun and like interactive for them. And I believe that through the use of this entertainment and fun and engagement, I can teach the core concepts of Kendo in order to promote growth in Kendo. So, yeah. Francis, Kimetsu no Yaiba for 21st century kiddos. Wait, Kimetsu no Yaiba, that's a movie? I'm sorry, excuse my ignorance when it comes to Japanese anime and so on. Let me write it down, because I think the kid that joined last week, he mentioned that. So I want to make sure I stay up to date on those things. Jorge, Amakakero Runo Hirameki. Yeah, I thought. Oh, okay. So Demon Slayer. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the kid that joined last week, he mentioned this, and I completely forgot about it. So thank you for writing it, because now I'm gonna watch it. Just so I can kind of realize what's going on and what is he in there for. But listen, this is not a new formula. It happens a lot in Kendo, where we get a big influx because of a show, a movie, or whatever. And I think we have to take advantage of that opportunity in order to make sure that the people that learned about Kendo, at the very least, leave. If they don't stick with it, they leave with a good impression on it. So maybe one day they return, or maybe one day they can tell their friends, hey, listen, I tried this. Maybe you should try it too. And if they stay, hey, more props to us, man. Listen, you have your snack over there. What are you doing here? Did you finish your bone? Mori, fuera. No. Oh yeah, he's bilingual, by the way. Okay, I think this is nice enough. If you guys can, if you haven't, please take a time at some point to watch the video that I posted today and give me some feedback on how can I make it better, more entertaining, more fun for people that don't know anything about Kendo to watch. Francis, at your time it was Rurouni Kenshin. Yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason why I started. When you were in college, it was Bleach. Maybe we're contemporary, because it's the same thing for me. If you had a quarter for every kid who screamed Bankai when they got their Shinai from their sensei, you'll become a millionaire. Okay, well, I didn't have that many kids starting Kendo with me. But yeah, I mean, I had a few students that joined up when I was in college, in the university club where I was. Which, by the way, I had a really awkward growing up in Kendo. Let's just call it that, because I moved to a city where there was one person that knew about Kendo. That was it. That he practiced Kendo, and he was, I think I was EQ and he was Shodan. So what we ended up doing is like traveling, going to different cities to go practice with other people, and that's how we managed to at least make sure that our basics were straight and not not messed up. That's, I guess, that was the way to do it. So we had a few people joined in, but it wasn't that many. I feel like maybe the whole time I was there for like maybe almost 3 years, it was like about 3 or 4 younger people that went over for Kendo. Theo, okay, you're telling Francis, oh my God, Bleach hit right through your childhood. Although it was Ronnie Kenshin that got you addicted to samurai. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, like for me, it was definitely Kenshin. Last time I was in Japan, I bought the only manga that I could find for Kendo, and it was Bamboo Blade. I have the first issue here, and I use it as a kind of a Japanese study, even though I've been kind of lazy with it. Have you ever had a very interesting or exceptional beginner who was a fast learner or very talented, or just overall very dedicated? I think my pondering face says it all, right? So I'm going to say yes and no. And I think I'm giving you a weird answer, but let me explain. So I had students that came in with that anime expectation. And they will come and they try to do all the drills very hard and and just being all into it. But then at some point they will kind of just flicker out because they start realizing, okay, they're not gonna be able to do all the school moves that he's seen in a show or a movie. So yeah, it was awkward. There was one guy, he was definitely way younger than me, that he started. He would talk a lot. And it's funny because he would talk a lot about things that he would say that there shouldn't be things that you talk about, but you should just do them. So that was actually kind of funny. That's a whole other story. But he definitely has been the one that I think that's most dedicated, because he continued, and even though he had to move, he moved to China. He found Kendo over there, and he kept going, and I think he made it to Shodan, and I haven't heard from him since. And I think he went to Japan as well after that because of school or work or something. So I'm hoping that he stick with Kendo, but that's about it. That's been my experience with someone that has been dedicated or so on. Francis, you told Theo that ironically Ronnie Kenshin got you into Kendo, but you were initially looking for Iaido, and when you realized that there wasn't one nearby where you lived, you thought, okay, maybe the next best thing. That's interesting. That's funny. I found Kendo. Most of us have seen Ronnie Kenshin, right? So I had a friend in Venezuela that he told me oh, I found that thing that Yahiko does, right? Yahiko is the kid that he had the Shinai in the show, right? And we went to the dojo, and for me it just stuck, and he quit. I need to ask him why he quit. Maybe I'll call him later and ask him why he quit. Jorge, you said Musashi no Ken. Actually, that's very interesting. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people in Japan started Kendo because of Musashi no Ken. That's actually pretty cool that you mentioned that one. Theo, someone else got into the planet, watches Musashi no Ken, Your complete life is now complete. That's I need to watch it. Let me write it down as well. I haven't. I heard the name and like I heard the story because a friend of mine in Japan told me about it, but I haven't taken the time to watch it. And I don't think there's many things that I need to watch right now besides a lot of Kendo videos, of course. I said that and then Demon Blade, right? Or Kimetsu no Yaiba. Okay. Thank you for the suggestion, guys. I'll definitely get into that. So how about recently with new quarantine students? Elaborate, please, Kevin. What do you mean? What's the complete question? If I had students that had been dedicated with the quarantine right now, so let me. I'll give you a little story. How about that? Um, I I don't like to be called sensei, right? I don't feel like I'm there yet. I know I'm at the position where I'm the instructor of, you know, a dojo, and I have to assume the position. I have to assume the role, and I do, right? I don't back down from having that role, but I am not the first one to say, "Oh, I'll be the teacher. I'll be the sensei. I'll be the instructor." No. So, but Venezuela, if you guys don't know this, Venezuela, besides all the craziness that the world is going through, Venezuela is also going through a lot of bad stuff. So there's no way that they got to practice. So I started this small group that Hapongara, Alex, I was talking to him about that, and I started practicing it. I started like leading it because there was nobody there to do it, and they didn't have any kendo. So I was like, okay, we need to do something just to make sure that people stay moving. We don't lose students. So, but I feel like emotionally, this thing hit us so bad that a lot of people kind of, even with that, they just didn't feel really motivated to to keep going practice consistently. So I I'm still struggling on how to motivate people to do kendo online. And I actually attended a Zoom class from the people from Ecuador that I thought it was amazing with that because it was very engaging and they really learned how to, I think that they really learned how to keep people engaged throughout the class. So I need to restructure myself into that. By the way, I had Corona a few months back, and then after when I came back, it really put me down like 2 or 3 weeks. So I feel like that was also like a big toll on the group because we didn't have practice for that whole time, and a lot of people kind of just started like flickering out, and now I'm fighting hard to try to get people to come back in and keep going. Let me catch up with some of the comments. Jorge, you're saying that you have the anime with crappy English subs and you bought the manga digital on Amazon. Oh, okay, cool. That's something definitely, like, if you can give me a link or something where I can find it, I'll appreciate that. Is the Jordan Bible? Oh my God, we have a big Jordan group on Sundays, right? I feel like I am the minority in Chudan on Sundays sometimes, especially when everybody starts like showing up. Francis, Musashi no Ken reminded you of this one kid who said he watched Bamboo Blade and that's what got him into doing kendo, and your sensei watched the anime also. He loved it. Listen, there's one scene in Bamboo Blade. If you haven't seen the anime, it's not for everybody. I'm gonna say that because it's a lot of like kitty interaction, so it's not for everybody. But there's one scene where one of the kids describes Kamai that I think is really good. I think maybe I should do a reaction video, not a reaction video because I already watched it, but like kind of like watch it and try myself on camera just to see, because I think for what I remember, because I watched it a while back, it was a pretty good description of Kamai. So Vagabond is another Miyamoto Musashi story, but with superb art. Yeah, I need to get back into manga. The thing is, like, I really want to improve my Japanese, so I feel like I need to do a lot of studying before I get into getting into a manga. Um, so Vagabond is number one samurai manga. I need to find it. I need to check it out. Francis, you said you're sorry you had to turn it after one episode. It was Kimoi Fest. Uh, One episode of which show though? Sorry, I kind of lost track of that. Um, Theo, you saying the vagabond is perfect and you will personally attack everyone that disagrees? That's funny. I haven't. Well, don't attack the people that haven't seen it because I haven't, and I don't want you to attack me. Um. Oh, Francis, Bamboo Blade. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I don't think Bamboo Blade is for everybody. I again like, I. It's one of those that especially I feel like even the artwork, it's a little bit niche for some people. So yeah, I don't think it's for everybody. Okay, I'm having a little bit of trouble with this. So just so you know, I'm gonna give you a little update of what's going on. So I need to make sure I move this a little bit higher, obviously, and then this piece obviously a little bit higher so it can tie it up here. So I'm struggling with it. And then I also have the dog down there just watching me every move. And I just want to make sure I don't drop the scissors on him. Don't worry, guys. He's being fed. He's being walked. Oops, I think I might cut this. Which is not really a problem because it still needs to be cut, but I kind of don't want to have to like redo this whole knot. You guys want to hear something funny though? Anybody here liked Death Note? I know this is not Kendo related, but just out of curiosity, I have a funny story with Death Note. So also a little bit unrelated to what I just asked about Death Note, but more related to Kendo. I feel like when I started Kendo, everything I heard about like that Kendoka liked, it's like beer, right? Now, beer's still a thing, but also anime, manga, and so on, but ramen as well. And I couldn't be any more the most cliche person when it comes to ramen because if if you guys think I'm addicted to Kendo, you guys have no idea how I am with ramen. Like I have a problem with ramen, guys. I am like I need to. It was funny. I went to ramen so much to a place in Japan that when I came back to US and then went back to Japan, the guys not only remember me but also remember where I was sitting. And when I tried to sit somewhere else, they asked me to go sit over there, like at the chair where I had. I will go so much to eat ramen that at some point I felt like people will like judge me, so I'll go to a different place just so like the person didn't think that I was eating ramen every other day or every day. That's how much ramen I ate when I was in Japan. So Kevin, you said you watched Dead Note, and Theo, you're in for the Dead Note funny story. Don't get me talking about anime, and I'll definitely get off topic. I mean, hey, listen, today's an off topic kind of day, man, because like we're building Shinai's, we're having fun, and this honestly, to me, it's a good way to start figuring out ideas on where to take the channel in order um, to bring in more people that are not necessarily people from Kendo. So I will appreciate all all the all the off topics, man. As long as it's related to us and we enjoy it, we'll be fun. All right, so let me give you the. So Jorge, I'm going to no Francis, sorry, I'm going to say the Dead Note story first, and then I will tell you about ramen. So I didn't watch Death Note until later after it came out, and the first time I went to Japan, no, yeah, the last time I went to Japan, my plan was to go because okay, my plan was to go to Japan sponsored by Bitcoin. I'm not even gonna hide that. It was right before it hit 20k Bitcoin, and I think I bought when it was like at about a 1k, and that was my plan to go to Japan on the thing that I made with Bitcoin, right? So I started watching Dead Note, and the more I watch, and I binge watched it pretty much, I think within a week. And when I started watching Death Note, and if you watch Death Note, you know how, like a roller coaster of feeling that show is. And then at the same week, freaking Bitcoin just dropped like 3/4 of its price, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so now I have like a thing with Death Note where I'm like, I feel like if I watch Death Note, Bitcoin's going to drop. Now I started getting recommendations to watch Death Note, and then Bitcoin started dropping. So I'm like, oh my god, it's not helping. I know it's superstition. I know it's not connected. I know it has nothing to do with it. But I'm like, just get this notifications. And I want to watch it again. That's the funny part. So maybe I should watch it now where Bitcoin is like going down or crypto is going down, and then I'll be good. So Jorge, you said a show that you never had a chance to watch was Peacemaker Kurogane. I need to write that. Peacemaker Kurogane. I just want to get. I want to make sure that I start getting into the loop with all this stuff. Francis, where did I go for ramen? Well, I was in Osaka, and the main place where I decided to stay at was in Namba. I found this place very close to the Namba station where I was at, and I really like that spot because you could tell them how hard or soft you wanted your noodles, and so yeah, so I like the noodles a little bit harder than what most restaurants would serve. I mean, I'll eat it regardless, but I really like that, and you could tell them how oily you want it. So I always wanted to like have like little oil, but but like the harder noodles. Man, I'm missing Japan's ramen, bro. I am. Okay, I kind of want to just give enough space so if people need to retie it. Samurai Champloo is very anime as well. I haven't watched Samurai Champloo either. I think I watched like 2 episodes. A friend of mine just showed it to me, but I think I was watching something else, so I just didn't catch on to it. And you said, Jorge, that you prefer Cowboy Bebop. Man, like this is my thing with Cowboy Bebop. I really like it. I think I watched it 3 times, and can you believe I remember nothing like about the plot? I could watch it again, and probably I'll be like, like surprised. Not maybe like I know I start watching it, I'll start remembering things, but it's like for some reason with that anime, it's like I don't remember. I only remember the first episode, the whole thing with like the drug in the eye and the slow motion, and I remember some of the scenes and some of the plots, where like Faye like was getting in trouble with like the whole like like what's the thing? Well, you see, I don't even remember who she was in trouble with. But anyway, so like that's my thing with Cowboy Bebop. But I love the music. I would like to actually learn to play tank on guitar, just because I really like that song, and I think playing it can be very, very, very fun. Is anybody else here in the chat are artistic? I feel like a lot of people that practice Kendo tend to be artistic for some reason. Kevin, you saying that both are really good anime? Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't seen Samurai Champloo, but Cowboy Bebop definitely my to go in that case, because I haven't really seen the other ones. So I guess you get to see me. I'll put it like this so you guys can see how I. And yes, I know that this thing is breaking because I almost cut it. But it's okay because we're not gonna use the whole string. I feel like now I can actually finish cutting it. But I'm gonna say, man, like after going to Japan, like eating ramen, especially here in Miami. I know California has very, very nice spots, but here, not it. There's two places that have, one of them has really good broth, and the other one has like really good noodles, and the egg is done properly. So I think if those two restaurants would like get together, like fuse into one restaurant, I think they will make pretty good ramen. But besides that, there's one other spot that's okay. But that's about it. Oh my god. Okay. I hope. Okay, not. Let me make this a little bit better, because this is not a good. This is not good look. Also, Francis, I went to Fukuoka, and they have a shopping mall there that I think is called like Ramen Arena or something like that. Like the top floor, they have like a ramen floor. That's one of the reasons why for my next trip I'm thinking whether should I stay in Osaka or should I stay in Fukuoka. Because in Osaka there's Osaka Police, which you know, it's Osaka Police. But then in Fukuoka there is Kunitomo, and that floor full of ramen. So guys, first, or I guess second Shina in this case, it's almost done. What about games? Anybody played any good Kendo or Soul related games? Steven, that he normally shows up on Sundays. I don't think he's here because you know it's not a regular day. He recommended me to play Ghost of Tsushima because I have a PlayStation. But obviously I've been investing money in other stuff, so I haven't been able to do that yet. Especially now because I'm thinking like maybe a Mac. I need to get away from a Mac. I should go to a PC for when I stream. But what other games out there do you know that are Kendo or Soul related? Oh my god, don't tell me this thing is too small after all this work. Oh my god, this thing is going to be too small, guys. I'm not happy. I am not happy. Okay, if we can make this stay here. Quick disclaimer, guys. Do not hit anybody with this shinais. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. The other thing that I've been wanting to try is see if there are any like sword games for VR, because I have an, I don't know if you can see it, but I have an Oculus Quest, and I have an idea to actually develop a Kendo related game. I need to figure out. I need to meet the right people. Jorge, so you bought Ghost of Tsushima on the day of release, but you haven't gone to play. That's sad, man. That's sad. That it's actually pretty sad. I'm sorry. You say that you're waiting for the release of No More Heroes. What is? I haven't seen No More Heroes. What is it about? Oh, Soul Calibur. You kicked ass in Soul Calibur. You better knew the controls, but you kept on swinging. They kept the distant my eye and strike at the right time. I think it's funny because what was the name of the samurai in Soul Calibur? Was it like Mitsurugi or something like that? He had an attack that it was like literally just like small man. Like he would like just come in and like just like. And when I was doing Kendo and like seeing that was like my favorite attack to do, just because I was like, oh, I can do it in real life. Which again, it's another thing about the expectation that you may have when going to Kendo. That's actually a very, very, very cool annotation. Okay, so guys, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the Shinai? Hold on. Let me take this off. Okay. Think we done? Think we done with this one? Think we good? I would need to like wet the Suka a little bit just so that way it has a tighter grip. But what do you guys think? This is quality, acceptable work. Hold on, can you guys see? Come on, okay, there. Feel like it's tight enough, right? Like it's not gonna move. And I guess I'm gonna have this for a couple days, so I'll probably try them out just to make sure that everything is okay. And yeah, I think I did a decent job of that. So, okay, I feel like, hold on, let me, okay. I don't know I have socks on my wristband on, so I'm sorry. I actually like this one. I actually like it. So mine. This is mine. I have a weight on it, right? And I did it, and you can see clearly I did it from a Dobari Shinai. But I think this one so far is one of the best ones I made. The handle is a little bit thick. Definitely not the type of handle I would use normally, but definitely good. And this is not the one that I did for the video that I made. I made this one with a longer suka, just because maybe I felt that somebody will need like a longer suka if they're like tall, they have longer arms. So yeah, I made that like that for that reason. Let me see. Let me unplug this here and plug it up here. Because I feel like my iPad's about to die. I'll try to unplug it somehow. So Francis, you said that Mitsurugi and Arthur were your mains, alongside with Nightmare and Siegfried. Oh, I remember Siegfried. Like Siegfried too was one of my main characters. You never had a main since you never really played it that much. Okay, yeah. I think for me it was that game that came out in what, like PlayStation 2? That's what, no, maybe PlayStation 1. That's what I was playing it. There were a lot of characters there. There was another Japanese inspired character, but it was like all weird if I remember right. That I think the same name had a character in Tekken. NMH1, it's about a dude that bought a lightsaber online, killed. Okay, wait. What are we talking about here? He killed who? What? Oh, No More Heroes 3, right? No More Heroes 1. It's about a dude that bought a lightsaber online, killed the number 10 assassin in the world, and has to kill his way to number 1 to get the girl. Okay. I need to go check that game out. Not related to Kevin. You said that not related to Kendo, but Naruto. It's a nice anime to watch. It's about ninjas, but it barely uses any swords. I heard that it's like thousands of episodes for Naruto, so that's why I kind of staying purposely away from it, because if I like it, I'll most likely will binge watch it. So, and I'm guessing with a show like that, it's a lot like Dragon Ball, where it had like a lot of filler episodes where it's nothing related to the story, and then I'll be very upset after watching an episode like that, especially if I have to watch like 1,000 episodes. That's my reason for staying away from Naruto. But I do keep hearing good stuff about it. Francis, you said Yoshimitsu. Yes, that was the name of the other character. And you saying, Kevin, that there's a swordsman who was inspired by the samurai actor Toshiro Mifune. In Naruto, I believe it. Yeah, you see, you just confirmed what I was saying. It's a very long anime and it's very addictive. So yeah, I need to stay away. Mori, what are you doing? All right. Okay, so I think this one's going to be easier to make, to finish, I guess. Oh my god, I made a mess here. I need to clean this up. Oh, guys. Okay, don't get me started about food, because there was another thing. Like, it's not as bad right now as it was before, but another thing that I really, really, really liked was okonomiyaki. I don't know if anybody here knows or have tried okonomiyaki, but okonomiyaki was my thing in Japan. I know, I guess it's not called okonomiyaki when you get it in Hiroshima, but the ones in Hiroshima, I like the best. And a lot of my friends are going to hate me because a lot of my friends are from Osaka. And now I'm saying this online, so a lot of people's gonna know that I prefer it. But yeah, but okonomiyaki. Oh my god, like the one in Hiroshima, like the place I will go, you could get it with like a little rice cake, like a mochi on the bottom of it. I was like, oh my god, so good. Can you guys tell that I'm hungry? I need to eat something. Cook something, and it's not going to be ramen or okonomiyaki, so I'm going to be very, 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 very disappointed. Prime Video has Dororo, Blade of the Immortal, and all. Okay, let me just copy that text real quick, so that way I can just be quick about it, and I can go search for that later on. But I'll go check some of those. I do. Oh man, like I'm getting a lot of like anime recommendations, movie recommendations. This is awesome. And then John sends me a lot of Kendo recommendations as well. He sent me like if you're in the Discord, you'll see that Jan is very active and like putting information together. And he put a list of all the YouTube channels, Kendo related, right? And he did such a good job at all, like, kind of like their cons and pros. Well, maybe like all their pros about him, and like all the different specific things. And like, man, like that man, like I asked him the other day, do you have like a library of links ready to go? Because when you're talking to him about something, he has something to say back about it. Gustavo, thank you for passing by. You just finished your online practice and you came as soon as you could. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. How are you guys doing over there? I didn't know you guys had online practice. If you can, send me a link. Maybe if I can join. Like, obviously, don't send it here if not everybody can join, because then I don't know. But yeah, thank you for passing by. Did you sign up for a Shinai? Man, I miss you guys. My last, by the way, everybody, like my last time I practiced before this whole thing started was in California, and Gustavo was there. So I'm happy to see you here, man. Thank you. Thank you for passing by. Francis, you went to okonomiyaki shop in Dotonbori. That was the best okonomiyaki you ever had, and you don't think any other okonomiyaki will top that. So was it in the Dotonbori River, like right at the river? Because I was staying, I lived 2 blocks away from Dotonbori, so most likely I know. So I don't know how familiar you are with the area, but in Dotonbori there was a big hotel, like a love hotel, right? That was called Rose Lips. My place was right next to that. So you can imagine the type of nights I would have after practice, that people making noise going to that place and leaving that place. Wait, let me. Kevin, Osaka okonomiyaki is the best. You see, I know it's a big debate. I know it's a big war between okonomiyaki in Osaka. Listen, I will eat both of them, and I will like, like, all day, all of them. Let me see. Is everybody can you guys see me? Is everything okay in the stream? Because it says this is an error. Guys, if you can let me know if you can see me in the stream, because I don't know what's going on here. Okay, everything seems fine. Okay, but my feed, it's down. Okay, so you guys are going to be my eyes, I guess. I'll just not pay attention to that. For some reason, there's a problem on my feed. But Osaka okonomiyaki is the best. It's not bad. I'm not saying that it's not the best. I just prefer the one in Hiroshima. But I will eat both. I will not turn down any of them. Francis, it's a place called Mizuno, and you think you think you need to look it up. And there was an error for you. Yeah, okay. So for me, like my feed had an error. I don't know. I tried getting a pressing play, and it doesn't play. So I'm not going to touch it. That way, I'm not messing it up. And hopefully, I can choose the last winner after finishing with this. Ooh, oh my god, I almost filed my finger. So where I was staying at in Osaka, the right in the same street where that hotel that I told you about there was a shop that it didn't have a name. I mean, it had a name. It had like a wooden sign outside. There was a lady selling cigarettes and a dude inside. So I will go in, and the guy, like, he knew me already, and like, because I lived like right in front of it. And that was like such a good experience, because like you guys were making fun the whole thing about the long hair and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people bought me beer because I had long hair in Japan. I don't know, like every restaurant, well, not every restaurant, but a lot of restaurants I will go, like people just start talking to me. Then when I said that, like, oh, I do Kendo, oh, I'm my own that, and like for some reason, like they were like, oh my god, and because like their kids were doing Kendo, and that's an amazing thing. being in a place where people, even though they don't do it, they know what kendo is. To me, that was very touching. So yeah, so a lot of people bought me beer, and I think it's because I have long hair. I'm gonna say that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Theo, obviously, once the dojos reopen in Brazil. Oh wait, okay. Quick beginner question: is it too bad if you only go to the dojo once a week? College student schedule is still a mess, so you're only free on weekends. Maybe you can do something at home during that week to complement. Yes, yes, it is fine to do as much kendo as you can. Priorities are, you have to set your priorities. I would say do what you need to do, like, for work, schedule, college, and so on. Make sure that you take care of that, so that way you can enjoy and do more kendo later. So my recommendation is pay attention to in the class. Do your best, like get the most out of your class, and then try to pick one or two things to work throughout the week and keep working them. So suburi is obviously very good. Footwork exercises are amazing as well. Different types of suburi, as you learn, learning different types of suburi, and you have a lot of us in the Discord that have experience with beginners, so you can always come and ask, and we will share with you some of the best drills and exercises, to help for that. So yeah, if you stay in touch, we'll help each other out. Gustavo, you can't return to the dojo yet, but you're close to it. All you can do right now is suburi at home and a lot of burpees to keep fit. So yesterday I tried interval training, and I haven't done interval training in a while, but what I did is I just made exercises specific when it came to kendo, different types of suburi, and being very proactive on top of my suburi. And even though it sucked, it was really hard, I loved it. I think the results are going to be amazing if I just keep, if I'm consistent with it. But guys, I think that especially at the point where we are, where we need to work our fundamentals and our basics, I think we need to prioritize the time we give, and we need to make sure that we understand the goal. If our goal is to try to lose weight, that's one thing. I understand that. So you have to do, maybe try exercises that are going to help you with that, so you can reach that goal and you can move on to the next thing. But if your goal is like kendo, there's things that we need to do in order to hone that skill. Francis, it was Mizuno, the place where you went. I mean, there were a lot of places, but if it's the Dotonbori River, that's the thing. In the Dotonbori, right there, there's a lot of places. So that's why I was asking you, more or less, to what level of the river it was. So maybe I can get an idea. Maybe I have a picture of it too. You saying, oh, not on the riverside. Okay, so maybe okay. There were also very good ones, in some of the the perpendicular streets going out north, I believe it was. So yeah, there's a bunch of amazing places there. A lot of them are very touristy as well. But if if you have a friend like I did, they could take you to different spots. There was one that my friend took me, and he told me that that spot, it's only open at night, and it was a very tiny door. You had to crouch to get in. I never got to go, unfortunately, but yeah, there's a lot of good places there. You did want to go to one of the riverside for authenticity, but you didn't have a good Japanese, and those places look way too local. So maybe you're a different side of the river that I'm talking about, because the main part where the Running Man is and stuff like that, those are all touristy places, and you can find English menus and all those. But what I was saying, the perpendicular streets had a lot of hidden gems in there. Kevin, have you ever been in a karate class? Some people say that it helps with the ki. I've never been in a karate class. I do need help with my ki, man. I'm gonna say it. That's something that I'm working on to get better and improve it. but I never been in a karate class. I practice taekwondo, I practice aikido, I practice boxing, I practice that's like a Vietnamese martial art. I think it's called kung nu. That I did for a while when I was in college. I did a little bit of kung fu, but never karate. And I think kendo helps with kiai because we were forced to do it for pretty much everything we do. Gustavo, recently you started practicing iaido and returning to the very basics in kendo. I think I'm going to be very like straightforward with this. Kendo and iaido are very different, very very different. So one thing that I always say is always keep in mind that when you're doing one, you keep in mind your goal and what is it that you're doing in each art, because they're very different. And I feel like sometimes people, they try to do one to improve on the other one. I think they're completely different monsters. I think they're completely different things. Exercise wise, yeah, you can, like if the more suburi you do, probably the easier it's going to be for iaido. And with iaido, maybe with the kata, it's going to help your legs a little bit, but it's two different things. So, not saying that you shouldn't do the both, like not at all. But what I'm saying is that, always make sure that you keep in mind what your goal is when you're practicing each of them. Oh my God, this tip, it's pretty much made for like this, This is on point, I think. Ooh. Let me see if I didn't miss a tip here. Okay, no. Okay. Let me see. And guys, let me know if you would like me to maybe start streaming too, on these times. I'll need to prepare, obviously. I don't want to. I'm not going to repeat what I did on Sundays because maybe we'll have people that join both streams. But if it's something that people will like, I'll look in a way to add another day. I've been trying to add a day in Spanish, but I feel like I need a lot of. I feel like I need a lot of preparation, and I need the people. I need the people to kind of be ready to join the stream, because I think if I start it mostly, and I don't know why I'm saying all this in English, but I'm guessing that the people that are here that speak Spanish and also speak English that I know of. If I don't have the people that in the Spanish group, I think the English group will overwhelm the Spanish group, and then it ended up being just another English stream. But I do want to do something to also start helping, the Spanish-speaking community, because if there's very little content in English, there's way less content in Spanish. Recently, you started practicing the. Theo, would you say that this is the perfect Kendo tip to stay focused on your goal? I guess that is the best Kendo tip I can give you. Yes, totally. Make sure you keep your goal in mind. Whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to do iaido and kendo, whether you're trying to improve your performance in kendo, always keep the goal in mind. I'm not gonna lie, when in the middle of the quarantine, my first thought was okay, when we go back to practice, most likely, if we want to go back to practice soon, we're going to have to use mask. So my goal was, I want to be able to exercise with a mask on. So I wasn't really doing too much suburi at that time. I was doing a little bit faster paced exercises like running. I was doing like the burpees and stuff like that with the mask on, so I can get adapted to that. And obviously I'll do the subudis and so on, but I was kind of focused. That was my goal. I want to be able to do kendo with the mask on, and I think that helped a lot for my first day in kendo. So that's why I said keeping the goal in mind, it's key. Gustavo, they are really different, but you think your national federation is really interested in increasing the number of iaido practitioners, so they are asking the dojos to do so. It is. Listen, the reason why I did Iaido for a little while, and it was a very little while, uh, I did it because, you know, like my sensei wanted to have Iaido at the dojo, and you need a student. So I get that. I understand that. I it's a very good thing. You know, you're supporting your federation, because one way or another, increasing the population of Iaido and Kendo, it will increase the amount of students, you know, to transfer from one to another. Because one person, who was it earlier that said, was it you? No, it wasn't you, Theo. Somebody said that they were looking for Iaido, but the next best thing was Kendo, so they started Kendo. Who said that earlier? But yeah, I think that's definitely a good way to start getting more people involved into our family. Let's just say that, into our family. Okay, okay. I'm almost done, guys. We're almost done. I'm gonna say thank you very much for everybody like passing by, being here, being part of this whole journey. My goal again is to keep promoting Kendo, uh, and to help other people find Kendo as well. So, and improve their Kendo as well. So anything I can do to help, guys, I'm always here. If I don't know the answer, I will find someone that does. Why is my Adobe opening up? I didn't tell you to do anything. Francis, you're also practicing Yado. It definitely does help understanding how a katana works, but unfortunately, you feel like that is just it. Most of the stuff are unrelated to Kendo. So when you say that it helps you understand how the katana works, what do you mean by that? Like, do you mean like the motion of cutting? Uh, you know, because obviously you're using a sword to do a slicing motion rather than, you know, a solid strike. Is that what you mean? I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Jorge, you started running and hiking with a neck gaiter to prepare for the mask in Kendo. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys seen my video on training with masks where I share a little bit of my experience with that. And I have the extra one here, coincidentally. My best Kendo tip, as I think it was Theo that said it, is this thing. This right here. If you put it like in front of your face, behind your mask, it will allow the cloth to not stick to your face, and you'll be allowed to breathe. The other thing that is coming my way that I'm going to try, and I'll probably try it on stream first before I show it to anybody. I will show you a video that got sent to me, so you see it. I think if you were here on Sunday, you know what I'm talking about. There's this mask that Shogun Kendogu design. No, it's not. It did design that the mask kind of like wraps up on your man, so that way you can get it doesn't stick to your face. Let me show you. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Oh, okay. It's like super tiny. Hold on, let me just make this bigger real quick. Wait, oh, wait, what? Why does it look like this? Hold on, guys. Oh, because it's cropped. Give a second. One, no cropping. No cropping. No cropping. Okay, 0. Come on, help me out. Help me out. Okay. Oh, okay, should be fine now. There we go. So you can see this. This is the mask that Shogun Kendogu. I'll just let that play so you guys can see it. The sign, and I can't wait to try it. It's already on its way here. And obviously, I'll give you feedback on that.
作ってみました。名付けてゾウさん
Um,
マスク。鼻を上げると穴が開いて
let me
ます。
catch up.
裏はこんな感じですね。
Okay, Jorge, you said a couple of minutes later between your breath, between your, no, between your, hold on.
メンガネの一番
And
下に
sweat, you were choking. Yeah, because that's the thing. The
鼻
fabric,
を通していた
the
だいて
fabric just gets onto your face, and like it does. It's like waterboarding you. Theo, you say it's me or YouTube struggling. Every few seconds it starts buffering.
内側の
The loading animation, even lowest video quality. On my end, everything seems fine, so I don't know.
完成で
Francis, you said you're learning MSR and the strikes are different, the movements are different, and etc. Minor difference makes it incompatible in your opinion.
息が楽になると思います。
You first started Iaido to improve your Kendo, and you still love Iaido. Yeah, I mean, like, again, like, and that's what, I don't know if you guys seen my video of Kendo and Iaido, that the guy, there's a channel called Let's Ask Shogo. I'm gonna take this off. You're already seeing it. That he kind of was like a little bit, not too much. He was like bad mouthing Kendo a little bit, and I think you know, we can both shine. We can do both if we want to. I don't do them just because I tried it. I gave it an honest try, and it's just something that, you know, I could do, but I'd rather spend my time doing more Kendo. It's just I don't find as much enjoyment as I do from Kendo. Period. That doesn't mean that nobody else is, you know, is gonna have a different preference. And again, like I think it could also be a great bridge into learning a little bit about the history, because, you know, there are some things that you know, historically can be interesting from both martial arts, and they relate to each other. So Gustavo, you're saying that you're not really loving Kendo, I mean Iaido, the way you love Kendo, but it's what you can do for now. And yeah, I mean, like, again, you try it, you give it an honest try. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's just preference, you know. Nothing. What I don't like is the people that try to put down one or the other just because they don't do it, and they're like, okay, this one's the best. Listen, Kendo is the best for me. Period. For me. Just as karate, it's perfect for somebody else. Maybe karate is perfect for me. I just haven't tried it. I do want to try judo though. Francis, just saying the plastic stuff you just had on your face ago really helps breathing freely. You can never imagine doing kakarigeko without it. Yes, it really does help. I've been doing kakarigeko every practice. This past week we were doing Tobi Komi practice, and I was the crazy one to do a double. So I hands down, without it, I would have passed out. Gustavo, you miss kakarigeko? Yeah, I miss kakarigeko too. Like, very good kakarigeko. Right now, because, you know, like the restrictions that we have, we're only doing like one set of kakarigeko. I am the only one that, you know, tends to do two, asking people, you know, to receive for me. But at some point, I just have to just let the people go. So I can't. I don't like to, you know. Also, I think if I do it too much like that, like with people, you know, like people might, like the owner of the place might not like it, and then be like, oh, I don't want an incident to happen, and blah blah blah. So it's like I just, you know, I'm playing it safe right now. So Jorge, your best friend Shogo. Oh, Jorge, so you know Gustavo. You guys know each other. You guys didn't even know. That is funny. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't like kind of compute in my head. To say like, hey, don't you guys know each other? That's funny. That is hilarious. Okay, guys, so we are almost done. We will choose the last winner, and I will start contacting people to see who wants their Shinai. So Francis, you say that it's really, really lagging for some reason now. You guys, you should get ready for your Yaido class. Thanks, you're welcome for the response, and thank you very much for the support, man. I really appreciate it. I come back anytime. We do streams on Sundays, and now because of this, I'm thinking of doing maybe another day. So thank you very much for passing by. Really appreciate it. You have a good one, man. Jorge, you say like ojalá empiecen a practicar pronto para visitarlos. Yeah, man. Like if you guys start practicing, let me know. I'll go visit too. What's good? You guys, yeah, I mean, like I figured that you guys know each other now, but I didn't. I knew that Jorge was from Mexico, and we've been talking, and I don't know why I didn't, just make the connection to say, hey, don't you guys know each other? Okay, I think this should be fine, right? I think we're good. Okay. Okay, so I also have to do is just cut off the little extra leather here. I forgot that because this side is thicker down here than it would have been in the tip. I would need a little bit of bigger piece of leather. But see? Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're golden. Now I just need to put up subas on this, and that's it. We'll choose the last winner. Okay. No, this was too big. This one. Oh, this one's too big. Still. I have so many subas, it's like not even funny. Nope. This one's going to be too small. I have a lot of subas, but not enough suba domes. Maybe this one? Oh, I think I found it. Okay, guys. Gustavo, yeah, I mean, like, I hope you're talking to me. I will send you a message later. I will figure out if I can join you guys. I mean, I'll message you whenever I have time. No, whenever I have time. I'll message you so you can tell me the time. So then I'll figure out what's the best time for me to join you. I said time too many times. Kevin, do any dojos do any presentations at schools of universities like some other martial arts? You wonder. I have done them. I've done them in like comic conventions. I done them in parks. I done them in schools, and I did it for my. What are you eating, dude? What? Give me whatever that is. It's not food, dude. Oh my god, he had a little piece of leather. Um, so I done them. Yeah, I done several. I did one at a convention for the army as well. And you know, sometimes it's a good way to recruit people, but a lot of people kind of come for the shock value. But if you don't talk to them, I don't let them know what to expect, I feel like a lot of times they kind of just quit. Kind of lose interest. Anyways, guys, this is the last winner of the 1,000 subscribers. Well, what should my next benchmark should be? I don't know if it should be 2K, 5K, or 10K. I feel like it has to be one of those three. Anything else? I don't know. It just doesn't feel like even. Okay. Oof. Who would it be? It's funny because like I feel like, oh my god, I want to win, but I'm not gonna win. But I feel like that. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this winner. I don't know if you're here. We have very few people at this time, so okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. That is the name or the username of the person that won the last Shinai. I really hope it's a lady. I really do. But I will get in contact with these three people. So again, the winners for today, I'll put them together like this. Are these three usernames? If you're here, just send me a message so we can start coordinating. But here are the three winners. Okay. And I'll get in contact with them so that way they know they won. Gustavo, you said a few months ago you organized some kind of gashiku by Zoom, but you can make something like that again. Maybe you can I mean, like, I think that'll be fun. That'll be awesome. Griva Sensei, who is in Mexico right now, by the way, I know like he was doing stuff with Marco Polo over there. And I mean, like, we can definitely try to figure out like different senseis or like different, you know, like, man, like that'll be awesome. You mean like, you know, to do as a practice in general, or you mean like for a set, like for the next benchmark for whenever I do something? Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Do like a live different sensei sessions. But anyways, yeah, I think I know what you're saying. I would like to join that. I would like to maybe like, especially when like the way Ariga Sensei does it, where he has a specific curriculum and we know that in advance, that helps a lot because you can start getting yourself ready to know what questions you want to ask, what are you struggling with, so you can work on that. I think that's definitely something that that's nice to have, the curriculum, the idea of what's going to happen at a seminar. But guys, what do you guys think should be my next benchmark? Should be 2,000, 5,000, or 10,000? I think 5,000 will probably be. It will be kind of like intermediate thing to work towards to. If I think I gotta go for, 10,000, I'm making it like 5,000 will be kind of like a good like middle ground break. So I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think. One thing, what I'm going to do, it's that I need to get in contact with these people. I'm going to say, remember guys, I do streamings on Sundays at 3:30 p.m. Miami time. If you would like me to do another day, please let me know. Especially because I know sometimes people like to, to ask questions live and stuff like that. And maybe I can do like a question and answer a specific day of the week. so that way we can, we can spend time like that, and I don't have to, make sure that I prepare something very complicated or anything like that. That can probably be good. Gustavo, you said that your dojo is in the university, so you often do presentations in different schools. That's actually very good because it's a very good recruiting tool. That's definitely a good way to start getting new students and more people interested in Kendo. So that's one of the things that I can say that we should do more. We should definitely do more of that. I am going to put a video about it, especially for everybody that that kind of joined later. The Croatian, I don't know if it is Croatian Federation, but a dojo in the Croatian Federation, they found this interlocking wooden tile that I found it in Amazon, and in Amazon they're labeled as dance practice tiles. I think you can make the investment. A dojo can make the investment, so you can either practice outdoors, for current situation, or do presentations. I am seriously thinking, me and the dojo, we were talking about maybe like thinking about investing on something like that, because if we are in a lockdown or we cannot practice at the dojo, we can go to a park and put them in a flat ground and practice. That's how they're doing in the Croatian. That's how the dojo in Croatia is using them. So that's one option. The other option is that I can have some at home, and I can actually practice, maybe like take them out to like different spots, or if we go to a presentation. That's definitely a good stuff. Anyways, you guys have any questions? Anybody has anything that would like me to answer for you guys before the next stream, maybe for a video coming up or anything like that? So I think I'm going to start using this song for the beginning of the stream and at the end. Kind of a good way to say goodbye. I really like this song. I'm gonna say, guys, for everybody that passed by, and if you're watching this later as I posted, thank you very much for passing by, being here. I really appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the channel. It made it possible to me to reach 1,000. I want Kendo to keep growing. I want your Kendo to improve, and I want new people to do Kendo. That's my goal with this channel. Maybe in the future I'll talk more about like health and wellness and getting better that way. But ideally, the main goal right now is to help people improve their Kendo and get more people doing Kendo, or at least getting to know what Kendo is. So if you have any ideas on how I can do that, or better do that, send them away. Gustavo, you're gonna talk to Rodrigo, see what you can do to do another online Gashiku? Thank you, man. I'll love to be there. I'll love to be there, participating and doing anything you guys want me to do. You guys are amazing. I really enjoy practicing with you guys. I really had a good time with you guys, all of you. But yeah, so if there's anything I can do for you guys, please let me know. In the meantime, I think this is going to be the end of the stream. And yeah, I want to make sure that you guys, please, keep practicing, keep getting better, stay safe. Thank you very much for being here. You guys have a good rest of your night, and hopefully I get to see you Sunday. Take care, guys. Have a good one.